when somebody stumps me with something I don't know because I'm like, oh, you know what? You gave me time. You gave me something to research. It's
Yeah.
like, what I mean, I look for stuff like that, like for some
Hmm.
people just to stump me because I'm knowledgeable, but I don't have all the answers. But like I said, this is where a coach comes involved, and if
Facts.
I get
Yeah.
in trouble, I reach out to my coach, and
Wow.
then he'll put me in the right direction, and then I trust his word because we worked together for a long time.
Wow.
And even when it comes to certain other situations, is like if I need the answer right then and there, I'll dig up and like I'll start weighing everybody's opinions and which side does it favor to lean to, then I'll roll it that way.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I just roll with stuff.
Yeah. Ah, I love it. I love it. G, if you want to comment?
No, I agree. Yeah, the research can get a little challenging sometimes, but I agree with art. Like I like it, because like
Hmm.
you learn more, There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with saying like, oh, like let me get back to you on that because I don't even know for sure. Or
Exactly.
sometimes I just say that because I don't want to like say something and then it turns out to be different. I'm like, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yo,
Yeah,
yo, yo. They don't
my
pay you.
favorite saying. Yeah, my favorite saying is, "Hey, don't quote me on this,
Yeah,
but
right.
if you hear me say
Yo.
that, if you ever hear me say that, I'm not 100% facts on that."
Not for real. Yeah, I let them know.
That
Yo.
gives me that leadway. That
Yeah,
gives me
yeah,
that
leeway,
leadway just in case
right.
if I'm not right. Just in case if I'm not right.
You know you be
Yeah.
lying. You be lying your butt off. That's when you know you about to lie. Nah, I'm lying. I'm
Yeah, exactly. Like, no, I'll make my best. How they say it, educated guess.
Yeah,
lying.
yeah.
Right. A, B, C, D. Look, always choose C. Always choose C. Look, look.
And then that's why I'll be like, "Hey, don't quote me on this, but man, I think." Yeah, if you ever hear me say that, yeah, Art's about to like say somewhere he probably don't is not 100% behind.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I got another question for you, but I'm gonna do it in our check-in. I got something else I wanted to ask you. But G, so for you, anything, it could be in general. So we're not really talking about body dysmorphia yet, but the questions are gonna get more specific. But just in general, if it's been the thing we've done in the check-in with the weight fluctuation and that type of thing, it could be that. Anything in general or anything overall in your system that's stressing you out or that you just can't figure out, maybe.
Um, yeah, I would say okay, because it's been 6 months of me like actually cutting.
Hmm.
So this like December is like 6 months. And I did check like my body fat. I'm gonna say stuff, but not too much because I want to like say more in the check-in.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the body fat percentage did go down. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
But
Oh.
it didn't go down enough to like where I first started. Like what I'm saying is it's technically still not lower than where I first started. So when I measured it, I was like frustrated because I was like, the whole point of me was to like lower it, but then
Mm,
I went through these hurdles where like it was going up, and I'm like, why is it going up? And then I finally figured a way to drop it down,
mm,
but it's still not like lower than what I wanted it to be. And by the way, I didn't want like a low body fat percentage. I just
mm,
wanted to go down like 2%, like
mm,
just a little tiny bit,
mm.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Um, but then, I was like a little stressed out about that too. But I see the progress in like measurements and stuff.
Mm,
But then I also started like tripping because I was like, because like my measurements have gone down too, but then I'm like, wait, am I losing muscle and not fat? So it's just like a
mm.
bunch of like different things going through my
Mhm,
head.
mhm,
And like I was like pretty stressed out about that too. Like
mm,
just like a few days ago, because I just
mhm,
measured it like a few days
mhm,
ago. Because I'm making like a video about it and all that. But
mm,
yeah, like I just started like going in circles in my head. But at the end of the day, like I had to tell myself, like, you know what, like it was a challenge and I knew it was gonna be a challenge, but at the same time, like I do see a big difference in my body and I love it. And I feel like I did lose like Like even though the things technically says it's not lower than where I was when I started, I feel like I lost. Like I just feel like I lost
Yeah.
body fat. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if that's like
So you can
even
feel
the
you feel the fat leaving you. I feel it. What the hell?
you know, I'm trying to convince
The
myself,
fat
you know,
dissipating.
Uh,
yeah, like I just feel like, you
yeah.
know, I do feel
Mm-hmm.
like a lot. I don't even know how to explain it, but I
Mm-hmm.
do feel a difference from now versus like when I was in a maintenance, like
Right.
and then when I was bulking, of course, like I just feel
Mm-hmm.
very different. But I
Mm.
would say that, but again, at the end of the day, I just had to tell myself like I'm still proud of myself. I put in a lot of work into it, and we'll see, you know, what I do these next few months with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good. I love. Oh, I got questions. I got questions. I got questions. But no, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah,
Um.
my question is like, shit, my phone didn't go ba-ding. You know what I mean? Hey, Art, what do you recommend about this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I got you,
Oh yeah. He
girl.
wants you to hit them. He wants
Yeah,
you to hit him up. Yeah.
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 Well, I know
You
it's hard for us as coaches, and well, even as personal trainers, for us to reach out to other personal trainers.
Mm.
That could be pretty hard too. A
Mm.
lot of it has to deal with our pride. Because
Mm.
I had another personal trainer like reach out to me like humbly, and
Mhm.
I was like, he's like, man, I've been struggling with this, and then I'm like, how long's this been going on? And he said, man, dude, for the
Mm.
past 4 or 5 months. And I'm like, bro, and you're just coming to me
Mm.
now? He's like, man, I'm not gonna lie, it was like my pride. And I'm like, dude, man, when it comes to shit like that,
Mm.
we gotta set that aside. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm if you don't know it, I probably know it. If I don't know it, I got somebody who does know it.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, first thing I'd have been like, G, get them steps in, girl. Like,
No, but
oh,
that,
yeah.
okay. No, if you need to increase them steps.
yeah, that's dope though. That's dope.
I don't know. I would have threw something out there. You know what I mean? Or try to help you figure it out. Like when stuff like that comes to like there, I always reach out, man. Like,
Mm.
hey, I'm always here. That's
That's what's up.
that's our
That's what's
job.
up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And I like that. The last our last call was actually me promoting that. It's funny that you actually that Art actually brings that up, like just reaching out. But again, I promote that everybody reach out to everybody. But Art, you should have been there for the last one because we were actually like isolating each other off and asking each other calls. So and I did that to actually promote just a level of camaraderie and communication between the members.
Yeah,
But
I was actually training last week when that happened. I was actually training.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I mean,
Man, I should have just jumped in the podcast while in the middle of the set.
yeah, man. Yeah, we would have because we would have loved it. We were isolated. They got to ask me questions, so like I would have loved for
Yeah.
you to ask me questions too. But like we essentially I wanted to do that to kind of promote that level of reaching out amongst all of us. You know what I'm saying? But again, I do hope that y'all reach out to each other whenever y'all want to or need
Yeah.
to. Not that y'all have to, but
Well, that's why, like I always try to say too, like I'm here, and then my phone never rang. Like, even
mm-hmm,
from our other members, like
mm-hmm.
maybe never reached out, calling her out.
Yo,
you know,
she called herself out too. Like, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
you know,
McDonald's.
yeah. So it's like we're here. You know what I mean? Like,
What's up?
we're not gonna charge you.
That's what's
For
up.
anything.
Look, I
And that's
tried.
what
I
the
tried
people.
Giselle. Look, that's fifty
It's like,
dollars.
but then again, that's what a lot of people think, just like they're like, oh
Mm,
no, I'm not gonna charge you for information. You know what I mean? It's my job to
mm,
help you try to get you to where you need to be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But Giselle be
And
busy.
that's how I look
She only
at
hit
it.
me
That's
up.
how I look at it.
No, I
Yeah,
said,
because
No,
I was in the
honestly,
barber
Art,
shop.
I'll talk to you. I'll definitely send you a message because yeah,
hey,
like no, because yeah, like even Trey knows, like during the check-ins, I was like, it was like really bothering me.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
I didn't
like
even think about Art. Yeah, I didn't even think about you hitting them up. Yeah, that would have been dope. Yeah. Mm,
yeah, like yeah. So Trey like saw through the check-in, like I was getting frustrated at some points, but
mm,
I'll definitely hit you up because I actually felt like, well, man, I won't take too long, but I'll talk to you, man. I'll talk to you because I felt like I was literally I was doing
yeah.
everything, like the sleep, the
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
cardio, like like everything, like I was with it, But I'll talk to you, man. I'll talk to you.
Yeah, look, yeah, hit him up in the
Yeah,
DMs.
that's all good.
Look.
Yeah. Oh, I know it was bothering you because
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Art
your
done been through
facial
it. Art done been through
yeah,
it.
well, your facial expressions changed a lot when you were saying this,
Yeah.
and then it's like,
Look,
it's
GB
like
wearing her emotions.
I knew it was frustrating for you because yeah, most
Right.
definitely, and it could be frustrating for anybody.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people fail at their fitness journeys
Yeah.
because you know what
Yeah.
I mean. They
Mm-hmm.
struggle with this. They're not seeing results. They're not building muscle.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
scale's actually increasing and not decreasing. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this stuff's not working for me, and I quit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
all they had to do is just reach out for
Reach
help.
out. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true.
Thank
It's
Nah,
you.
very
I
simple.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. I love that. I got this on recording. That's gonna be a snippet. I love that. All right. So I asked both of y'all that one. So I'll move on to the next one. Now we get more specific, more body dysmorphia questions. All right. So G, we'll start with you. So are you happy with your body? And then why not? So just overall, just a picture of your body. Are you happy with your body? When you look in the mirror, are you happy? And then why not?
Okay, so yeah, those doubts go crazy. Bro, it's crazy how art has leaned out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Art, you have leaned
And I
out.
put on 14 pounds of muscle already. Well, 14 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then lean, man. I told him that in the beginning. Because the way he has his tripod set, we could really see it. Like you can see muscles and everything.
Yeah.
Every time you move, we see a ligament. It's like-
But okay, so despite like the whole, frustration with like the body fat percentage and all that,
Mhm.
I took progress pictures the other day and I'm happy. Like it looks good.
Okay.
It looks
Mhm.
good. Like you can see like a huge difference everywhere, but mainly my back. Like you can see a
Okay.
huge
Okay.
difference.
Mhm.
But yeah, like okay, so I was cutting, so I lost body fat everywhere, which
Mhm.
was
Mhm.
which was great, and that's what I wanted, you
Mhm.
know. But yeah, again, like I said, like I'm happy with like the way I look. Like I definitely look a lot leaner than six
Mhm.
months ago, like tremendously.
Mhm.
So yeah, but at the same time, I try, it's not like an aesthetic thing either for me. So like, oh, I'm just happy with my appearance. I'm happy overall. I train hard,
Mhm.
I strength train, obviously you guys know. So like I have maintained like the muscle. Because I know that too, because I'm able to progressively overload in my workouts. So that's not like an issue where like I'm like plateauing. I'm
Mhm.
not plateauing. Like I've been increasing weight lately. I'm actually going back to some of the old weight I was doing when I was bulking. So that's crazy. So
Mhm.
it's just, yeah, like I'm satisfied with my strength, my energy levels, like just all of that, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. All right, you want to respond?
No, for sure. I love how you said I'm continuing to progressively overload it. That's all what really matters. That's what it boils down to, is that you're progressing. You know, what I mean, you're stacking. I don't give a damn if it's you're increasing the reps. Like I hit
Mhm.
10 reps last week, and now I'm hitting 12. Progressive
Mhm.
overload.
Mhm.
I added 2.5 on my scale, and boom, progressive
Mhm.
overload. We're getting stronger. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the body says. Guess what? I'm making gains.
Mm. Mm. Wow. I love that. I love it. I love it. And you said your back was what you were most proud of. G.
No, overall, I'm just saying like I
Overall.
saw more progress in my back kind of thing.
More progress. The most progress was in your back.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 No, I love that. I just want to highlight that for people who are listening. Okay. Cool. 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 All right. So, all right, man. Flipping it to you. Are you happy with your body overall, and why not? And then like the the part that you're most proud of.
Well, it kind of it was funny because we just talked about this. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna even much gonna lie to you. When my coworker said, "Hey, Art got love handles now," and I was like,
Mhm. Mhm.
I knew we were joking, But
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, man. That kind of hit me. That kind of took me right here because I was
I
like,
know, I
God
know,
dang it, you know how hard I worked to get those damn
I
things
know, I
off.
know.
And it
Mm-hmm,
was funny
mm-hmm,
because I was getting off when I got, I was getting off, and I
mm-hmm,
got home when she said that, and
mm-hmm.
then I got here. First thing I did, off came the shirt. I got in front of the mirror. I
And
hit that side
yeah,
pose, and
yeah.
I hit that side pose real quick. My obliques were still hitting pretty hard. My abs was there. I was like, yeah, I wrote it back. I said, I still got my abs and obliques, so. But yeah, I do got my little
Yo.
love handles. But no,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like joking, but I did take it a little personal. Uh, but where I'm at right now, man, I'm bulking and I'm going great.
Mm-hmm.
The bulk's been going really fantastic. I've only been increasing my calories, only 100 to 150 every time the weight starts plateauing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aiming for like no more than 3 pounds a month. I've been hitting that real hard for the past ever since August. I've been on
Okay.
top of it. I can't complain. I'm getting stronger. I'm progressively overloading every week. And like even today, I threw up some 70s for the first time ever since I know when I
Okay,
was
let's
back,
go.
since when I was
Wow.
like, I think the last time I threw them up was when I was 191 pounds.
Wow.
I'm 143 pounds, jacking that up right now.
Let's
It's
go.
like I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting stronger. I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting where I want to be, man. I can't
Mm-hmm.
really complain.
Let's go.
Um, as far as am I satisfied? Hell yeah, I'm satisfied.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Man, I didn't even start your timer. All right. Well, all right, cool. That's dope. And so you would say the body part that's I guess that in a sense you take the most pride of, you're saying those are your obliques and your abs.
Yeah, I would definitely so because
Okay.
it took me so hard to get
They
those.
get those.
But I know
Okay.
that I know it's gonna disappear as I keep on progressing. But my
Mm-hmm.
job right now, because I think I'm about maybe a one more month of bulking, is to still try to keep them
Yeah.
as hard as I can
Mm-hmm.
because it's not gonna be so much prep time, me in a calorie deficit to make my stage weight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Except for I can start dropping my body fat. Um, but yeah,
That's dope.
other than that, so yeah, I'm pretty
That's
good.
it. Okay. All right. No, that's dope.
That's like the main goal. So therefore, I don't have that much body fat to shred in this calorie surplus. Because last time, man,
Exactly.
it took me 3 months to get to shred stage weight, and I don't
Wow.
ever want to go through that again because
Yeah.
that left me dropping. I even mentioned that like sustaining that weight for stage weight for competition is not sustainable. It's
Mhm.
really hard. It's like you're talking 5% body fat. You just can't go with that. And then as a man, I think it really messed with me internally too because like my testosterone levels had to have taken a big hit. And then for me
Mhm.
to produce more, that means it's like I know it took a hit. I'm
Mhm.
actually getting ready to go get some blood work done just to see where I'm at.
Wow. Mhm.
Because yeah, I never thought about that because my fat intake was under 10%, and man,
Yeah.
that's flirting with danger
That's
right
flooding with
there.
danger.
You know what
Yeah,
I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
Yeah, and that's why, and I was eating that way for a solid 2.5 months. So like, but don't get me wrong, I think my body's getting back to where I need to be because like I'm actually getting real strong right now.
That's what's
And
up.
I've really been locked in on my fats from my cashews to my walnuts to my
Mhm.
avocados to my servings of peanut butter, all my omega threes. I'm really locked in on that, and
That's
then I'm
dope.
actually increased that because I always roll with a 45% carbohydrate intake, 35% protein intake, and a 20% fat. I actually dropped my protein down to 30, and then I increased my fat up to 25.
That's what's
Therefore,
up.
man, because that's what we need as men, you know what I mean, to produce
Yeah.
our
Mhm. Mhm.
testosterone. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm really locked in on that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love it. I love it. So again, I love that you both are content with your body overall. I do want to come back to something that you said, all right, but I'll do this on the last question. This is the last question. But I do want to make sure I highlight something you said. But obliques for you, back for G in terms of most progress. All right, G, coming back to you. What are you the least happy about? If there's anything on your body that perhaps it's like, man, I wish I had more progress here. I've been working here and I wish I kind of see more here, or I kind of want this to be a bit more like this. What is that one spot perhaps that you maybe think about? And then why?
Mm, I'm pretty satisfied. I feel like,
Mm.
yeah, I feel like there's really nothing like appearance wise. Again,
Mm-hmm.
if there's something like that I was frustrated about, again, it was like the body fat percentage, like all
Mm-hmm.
that. But if you're saying, are you talking like just fit, like physique?
Yeah.
Is,
Just anything in terms of your physique.
no, I'm good.
Wow.
And that's an
Okay.
honest answer.
Say it
Because you
again.
see how long it, no, that's an honest answer because you see how long
Mhm.
it took for her to even think. Because she was really
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
what part am I? And nothing hit to the mind. When you asked that question, bing, something popped off of my head.
Hey, and that's why I gotta go. That's why I want to go back to you. That's why I want to go back to you. Yeah.
Because it was so easy for me to come up with something, and then she actually looked up to the side and was like, got quiet, and I was like, she's thinking
Yeah.
hard.
No, it was a difference. It was a difference. That's why I had to go back to you. That's why I want to go back to you
Yeah,
because.
that's why I was like, I knew when
Mhm.
she answered nothing, I was like, that's what I was thinking of because it didn't hit you right off the jump.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. And I
So
won't press it.
G's really satisfied.
Exactly. That's dope. That's actually dope. That's super dope. And I won't press it because again, I think too, trying to look for something, you could find something if you're trying to look for something. But if you ain't trying to look for
Exactly. Yeah,
something,
you can
mhm,
like if you're trying to
Exactly.
like find something negative, then of
mhm,
course you could find like 10 billion
mhm,
different things.
mhm,
I'm not
exactly.
about to sit here and do that,
Hmm.
stress myself out. Like, why am I gonna do that
Hmm.
to myself? Like,
Hmm.
no, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a good thing. But it's also good too, I think, to make sure that you assess yourself and make sure you're not stressing out about something. So
Yeah,
going back to you, Art, like that's why I wanted to go back to this, and that's why I made this question the last question because it's kind of like what you said. You came in the house, took your shirt off, and went in front. We were laughing and things like that. But at the same time, I do want to ask you the same question. What is that thing you're least happy about, and then why? But I would assume it's the love handles, or I could be wrong.
No, no, no. It's totally wrong. That right there, I mean, don't get me wrong. It didn't like affect me hard or nothing like that, but yeah, it just like, man, they're there again.
Yeah.
anyways, no, what will be me is because it's so funny that you asked this question
Yeah.
is because I thought of this the other day. It would be have to definitely most definitely have to be my quads and my hamstrings. And
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
could go back to something how can I say it? We had a topic about this a long time ago about social anxiety of appearing in the gym.
Yep.
And this dates back to me when I first started lifting.
Hmm.
And this is the reason why my quads and my hamstrings are not where they need to be or should be.
Hmm.
My hamstrings and my quads lack a lot because I was so afraid when I first got into fitness of going into the gym. I was afraid to go into the
Mm.
gym, and I worked out at home. At for the first 6 months of my journey, I worked out at home because I didn't.
Wow.
I was afraid to go in the gym and look
Wow.
stupid. Look stupid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I was limited on the leg exercises I could do at home, and
Mhm.
especially for my hamstrings.
Mhm.
I was doing basically a goblet squat, and that was the only leg exercise I could really do at home was just a
Mhm.
goblet squat.
Mhm.
And so I really couldn't work my calves, and I really couldn't work my hamstrings. And those are one things like right now. It's like I really wish that I would have just got over that and went into the gym because that
Mm.
actually
Yeah.
put a setback on me. And
Yeah.
like if there's anybody like new listening, that'll be the first thing I would say. If you're afraid to go into the gym, do not be. Just go in there, do what you got to do, reach out
Mhm.
for help if you need it.
Mhm.
Because I want y'all to learn from my mistakes. My
Mhm.
biggest one thing I wish if I could go back in my fitness journey is to not work out at home because I was afraid to step into the gym
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
left a lot of gains on the table
Mhm.
working out at home. And I took a hit from even on my chest because when I did that competition, my chest was not as big as it should have been, especially my upper chest, because the first 6 months I never trained my upper chest because I didn't have no
Mm.
incline.
Yeah.
I didn't have an
Mm.
incline bench, so I really couldn't target that muscle. Well, if I knew what I knew today, it would be a different story.
Yeah.
But at that time, I wasn't targeting my upper chest, I wasn't targeting my hamstrings, and I wasn't targeting my calves and my quads as hard as I really could if I was in the gym.
Mm.
So that would be one thing I would definitely say is that do not be afraid to step in that gym because you'll be leaving a
Mm.
lot of gains on the table working out at home because like I said, I wasn't able to hit those muscle groups, and then now I'm lacking in it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. G, if you wanted to say something to that.
I'm sorry. I had to go get some water, but
No, you good. Yeah.
yeah, I just know Art was saying not to work out or so Art, you said you worked out at home, but you kind
For
of
the
feel
first
like
6 months of my fitness journey, and I wasn't able to train my quads and my hamstrings and my calves and my upper chest as hard as I could do if I was in the gym.
Mhm.
okay.
So I just basically made the point is like if somebody was afraid to step in the gym,
Mhm.
like don't be like you'll be leaving a lot of gains on the table. You'll be in my actually in my predicament right now where I'm more focused. This is where I got to shift my focus to now.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. I
I
feel that.
mean, yeah, I feel like, it's easier said than done, but like you live and learn. Like now you
Yeah.
learn
Yeah,
from it, and now
exactly.
yeah, like now like that's what you're focused on and that's what you're working on now. But I
Mhm.
see you with those leg days, Art. You got it. Just
Yeah,
keep
you do.
going.
Yeah, yeah, you do post a lot of leg days. Yeah.
You
You
do
do. You do.
you do Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
see
that.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
guess what? Keep
Mhm.
doing it. You about to have some drumsticks.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I incorporated a lot of lunging,
What?
because I rewrote my
Yo,
program.
what the?
What
Yo, I
happened?
cannot. Drum. She said she did the drumstick act. She went. I was like, what the? Yo. I,
Oh, that's funny because I must have looked down right when she did them because I heard
yeah,
the
yeah. No, she was.
drumsticks.
It's like, what the heck? Yo, I love
But
it.
yeah, I just
I
recently
love it.
incorporated those. I
Mhm.
changed up my leg days.
Mm.
While I'm in this bulking phase, my last 2 months, I actually threw another leg day in there, and I really I took away from the squats, and I incorporated the Bulgarian split squats right there, and then I incorporated walking lunges, and
Mhm.
then
Mm.
some hip extensions in there.
Wow.
Um, I'm really targeting my legs hard right now,
Yeah.
just because I'm in that bulking phase. Because I'm only going to be in here for another 2 months, maybe max, and I
Yeah.
want to try to grow them as best as I can. Because when I go into the calorie deficit, I'm not going to be able to train them as hard.
Exactly.
Mm. I
Exactly.
love that. Keep going. Yo, low key, my focus has been my hamstrings too.
Yes,
You know what has really helped me? Like, so you could
Mhm.
try it. Hyperextensions, but make it hamstring bias. Because you know how some
right,
people do the glute for like the glute hyperextensions?
right.
Don't bend your knee too much. Keep them straight, or you'll feel the burn. And do it like at the end of your workout.
That's
Yeah.
what I did last time. Then my hamstrings. Hold on, let me check. Man, my
Yeah.
hamstrings was like sore for like 4 days. It's
Yeah.
like they're barely there now, like where they're not tender. I couldn't even when I was teaching my classes. I'm like, man, I can't do no RDLs. I couldn't do
Mm.
because my hamstrings were
Mhm.
so blown, man.
Burning.
And
Mhm.
it came from the hip extension, man. I mean the hyperextension,
Mm.
and I was like, man, crap, and that was just body weight. I was just
Mhm.
doing body weight. I
Mhm.
wasn't even
Wow.
because this is one exercise, and it seems like this is another thing where I always say to feel to reach out. Like I went to another personal trainer in our job in our gym,
Mhm.
and I never did hyperextensions, and how can I feel them? You know what I mean? So what first thing what I went to go do? Went to go grab my girl. You know what I mean? She
Mm.
be on them. I went to
Wow.
go grab my girl and I was like, "Hey, I need you to check my form. I need you to teach me this move." You know what I mean? It's like I can
Mm.
feel it, but I don't want to be wasting my time trying to like do it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like let's get
Mhm.
to the point. Hey, I need help. Hey, help me with this
Mhm.
exercise.
Mhm. Exactly. Exactly. I love it. I love it, man. This
Well,
again.
even the glutes, you know what I mean? All the glutes exercise too. Like,
Oh
trust
man.
me, I'm trying to get some junk in my trunk too.
Yeah.
Uh, the banded leg walks. I actually finished it off with those, man, because I did the RDLs, of course, and then I actually hit the Bulgarian split squats on that day, and then I turned over to the hyperextension, and then I finished off with the banded leg walks. And those
Oh man.
banded leg walks ain't no joke, bro.
Mm,
Them things hurt.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's. I mean,
I
hey,
haven't pressured enough to do the kickback, so you know what I mean? Because
the kickback. Oh
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, because like, or you know, don't get me wrong. Probably really finna think about throwing the hip thrust in there on my second leg day.
Mm,
The hip thrust,
yep.
man, I did not know, man. That's a compound exercise.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes,
wow.
I did not know that. I
Mm,
did not know that. And see, you know what I mean? I'm not perfect. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when I was studying the hip thrust and stuff like that, and it was labeled as a compound exercise, I was like, holy shit. Then I started putting two together, multiple muscle groups more working as one.
One.
Boom,
Yeah.
compound exercise.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, this got to go in there. I got to figure out
hmm
where at though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
G
You
recommended
need
those to
strong
me.
glutes.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. She recommended those to me. Yeah, yeah. And they fixed it. They fixed me right away. Like as soon as I started doing them. So I appreciate that.
Oh,
Yeah.
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll help you with your squats and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Hmm.
You're right. I
Even the
thought
deadlifts. Even the deadlifts.
I thought squats were a good workout for glutes, but then they're really not. Actually, I think someone told me that actually they don't really work out your glutes as much, or even your hips. Even I don't think. I
You
think.
have to go really low to work your
Yes.
glutes.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got to go really low to do it.
That's why.
But if you're
Okay.
not going low, I don't want to say it's not working it, but it's biasing like quads.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Is it a good
Hmm.
knee exercise?
Yeah.
Okay, they are. Okay, okay. All right, cool, cool.
Yeah, but I mean, if you really want to strengthen knees, you could do single leg squats.
So lunges.
No, lunges are different. Single leg squats. I mean, yeah, you could do lunges, but also single leg squats.
How you do single leg squats?
Like should I like do it or like you have like a box, like pretend like you like there's a box, like you know how you normally squat. So like let's say like when you're about to do it,
Oh,
like squat
okay.
in a chair.
Yeah,
Start with like
yeah,
a
yeah.
chair. Do body weight first because it'll burn. So try body weight to
Yes.
Wow.
get the
No.
form down, but do it on one leg and then switch over and do the other leg.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to do regular squats
Yeah,
again.
I even found out that the cables like me this is where the cable RDLs, single leg RDLs, man, you
Mm-hmm.
can really target your hamstrings really hard on them
Oh,
cables with a single leg propped up a little bit and just doing the RDL.
yeah.
They can blow your hamstrings, man. That's a
Wow.
really good exercise.
Mm,
I was teaching it the other day because somebody had, you know, a hand issue, and then so I went over there and I got the cable for him, and then I performed it, and I was like, I did like 10 quick reps, and I was like, man,
mhm.
you could blow the things out right there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like
Yeah.
if especially like if you have trouble with mind muscle connection of filling it with dumbbells or a flat bar, straight bar. To me, this is just me, my personal preference, but you could really target it. You know what I mean? You can really feel it, the
Mhm.
mind muscle connection on that. That's just me though.
Shoot these things to me. Like if y'all don't mind, like shoot them, post them in the group. Post the workout, workouts that we're mentioning, or G, if you have like a video or something that can like show a better like single leg squat, like just post those things in the group. I would definitely love to like see them. But I think everything we've said is dope. Everything that we all the tips, all the things that we've stated, what was said. I wanted to bring again mental health and body dysmorphia together because obviously they are together, they work together, but I think at the same time, body dysmorphia is something that's heightened right now. So I wanted to revisit the topic with a different perspective of more specific targets toward what we actually, see as probably a problem. But at the same time, I do think that it's something that people should take into consideration throughout the holidays because a lot of people will excuse it, take pictures, and then go about the rest of their life, but they can use it as an opportunity. So this is dope, super dope call, man. I really truly appreciate both of y'all in terms of the transparency that was had. Yeah, again, make sure I reach out to one another. I want to promote that in the group as well as other group members that may see this as well. Reach out. But this was dope. This is super dope, man. But if anybody ain't got anything else to say, we
Well,
good.
yeah, definitely. Even about the reaching out part,
Mhm.
like don't be afraid, because like
Absolutely.
it could change you. It could change your life real quick, or if not, it could open up the best situation. It could make it more easier, less frustrating.
Absolutely.
Less
Absolutely.
frustration, less that stress level is. Lower the
Oh yeah. Oh
stress level,
yeah.
the more gains can happen. Because the higher your stress, it ain't gonna be good for the body, especially when we're in a calorie deficit.
Facts. Even me, I need to reach out to y'all more. I know I reach out to G, but I need to reach out to you, Art. I do need to reach out to you more too.
Yeah, because like with stress, people underestimate stress, how it can affect the body.
Mhm.
Because if you're stressed out 24/7 and you're in a calorie deficit and the weight's still not moving,
Yeah.
you need to become a little bit more happier.
Yeah. 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 That's
Like
true.
seriously,
That's
because stress is one of the first things on top of the list. What we got to go over. Where's the stress levels?
Yep. Yep. Exactly. I love it, man. I love it,
And then
man.
that's where ashwagandha comes into play. I don't know if
Yeah.
you take ashwagandha, G.
No, I've never taken it.
Oh, it's like to help you relax. I like to take it after the workout because you know how your cortisol levels are really elevated right after you work out, and then the ashwagandha actually fights it. It brings it back down, and then plus too puts me in a calm, relaxed mood. I like to have it, man. It's really good.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
haven't tried it. Oh, I'll ask you
Yeah,
more about that. Yeah, because I've seen
yeah.
people like talk about it. I've never like bought it. I've never tried it, but
Yeah, I never knew about it until I was actually doing some research on cortisol levels and
Mm.
like what can elevate it and what are some things to fight it. And sure enough, ashwagandha was on the first thing, and it's all natural.
Wow.
mm.
Oh, that's dope. No, post that in the group too, and then like even post like what it does if you don't mind. Yeah,
Yeah.
what's that?
I
Yeah,
keep
please, bro.
bottles of those.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, post them, man. But again, this was a dope call. I thank y'all so much, man. Art, G, and of course the rest of the group members that were not here. But again, I know some of y'all wanted to be here. But at the same time, thank y'all too. TikTok. Thank y'all also for tuning in, man. This is Let's Just Talk Fitness, the crew. And Art, I'm waiting on you.
And always remember, let the gains be with you.
Y'all already know. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you, you
Night.
too. You guys too. Bye.
All right, bye.